So today I was planning on doing a different video than you're watching right now. Just hit 1,000 subscribers. So I was going to do kind of like a positive video, talking a little bit about that and then onto another subject. Quite an overall just nice video. But today I woke up and I saw a post on Instagram from quite a big person within the skateboarding community. And after I read it, it really made me angry. I try and not let people's thoughts and opinions get to me, but like everyone, I'm only human and sometimes things do make you angry. But this post specifically really got to me and I couldn't let it go. So I'm not going to script this video, I'm just going to kind of talk about how I feel from the post that I read. So most people within the skateboarding world will know Bam Margera. When he was younger, he was a professional skateboarder, one of the bigger names, and then he kind of moved on to doing Jackass and other things. Eventually kind of stopped skateboarding as much, and I guess skateboarding probably wasn't a big part of his life. I haven't really kept track of him, over the past few years, but from what I understand, he has had a bit of a rough time with drinking and drugs. Over the past year or so, he's really got back into skateboarding. I think he's kind of sorting himself out, kind of live a bit of a better lifestyle. Back in the day, he was one of my favourite skateboarders and I did look up to him a lot as a little kid. But I don't know if maybe, over the past few years, due to what's happened in his life, he has kind of shifted in a different way. His mentality towards skateboarding maybe is different now. But what he posted today, I think angered not only me, but a lot of people within the skateboarding community. So I'm going to read what he put. So someone left a comment on one of his posts and it said, "So I'm 31 and I want to learn how to skateboard. Any advice is welcome." That's a nice enough comment. And then he replied, "If you 30, you are simply too late. You're teaching an old dog new tricks. You starting fresh means you don't know any tricks to begin with. You're doomed straight out of the gate. My advice to you is just film it instead or ride a bike." With 3 emojis. So to me, straight away when I read that, I kind of felt a lot of anger towards it. I felt like, why would you put someone down? Not only is he putting someone down, it's completely incorrect what he's saying anyway. I don't understand why someone of Bam's fame and influence would put out a comment like that. Not only did he put that comment out, he also then screenshotted the comment and put it as a post. And then once he put it out as a post, he captioned it, "This one made me laugh. It needed to be shared with the posse." It's a really weird mentality to have, to find even that funny. Like, he's probably mid-40s now, maybe going into his 50s. And it's like, how would you even find that funny at that age? Throughout the years, I always did look up to him when I was younger especially. I don't know if when you get to like a certain level of fame, like you just become out of touch with reality and everyday people, but to me it just comes across as him being quite clueless. Obviously he was a professional skateboarder and he made money from skateboarding, but I don't think anyone who starts skateboarding does it because they want to be professional and make money from it. I think a lot of people start skateboarding because it looks fun and they want to just find a new sport, a new hobby to enjoy. The way that he's putting that out there is that if you're not going to be at the level of pro, then don't even try. But to me, again, that is just absolutely stupid because most people will never become professional skateboarders, that is a fact. But that doesn't mean skateboarding isn't fun. Skateboarding shouldn't be done solely on the goal of becoming a professional. Again, going back to kind of his influence and his fame, it's frustrating to see that be put out there by someone of his level because that will put people off from trying it. Maybe the person that commented and he replied to will be so put down now that they'll never even think of trying it again. And I really hope that guy actually does go out there, start skating, he learns tricks and proves him wrong. That kind of gatekeeping has no place within skateboarding. I think there'll also be a lot of other modern pro skaters who will see that comment and just think, what an absolute dick. I'm not making this video because I want to try and cancel Bam or whatever, or now that he's said something like this that I hate the guy and no one should ever support him or whatever. I just think that if you're going to put comments out like that, then you really are doing damage. But I don't want this whole video to be negative. I want to show you where he is wrong. A couple of examples that I can think of at the top of my head. There was a lady called Elaine who actually passed away last year, I think it was. And she was the one who started the Shove It Cancer movement. She was 67 years old, I believe, and she was trying to learn shove-its on a skateboard in a house to raise money for cancer research. Again, she was 67 years old. If you watch her videos on Instagram when she was trying to learn to shove it or she was pushing down the hallway in a house, how much enjoyment and fun that brought her, that alone shows that You don't need to start skateboarding with the goal in mind to become professional. You can skateboard at any age, you can learn tricks, and you can enjoy it, and that's all that matters. Enjoying skateboarding is really all that matters. Another example here, obviously this is a little bit different, but to me it shows that being 30 or 40 years old is definitely not too late. Tony Hawk, obviously one of the skateboarding greats, 52 years old. He has just landed the 720 again. If Tony Hawk can land the 720 at 52 years of age, you can start skateboarding in your 30s, in your 40s, and learn tricks and enjoy it. All you have to do is search on YouTube 40-year-old skater, 50-year-old skater, and there's plenty of videos of people who are that age learning to skate, having fun. If you're looking to do an activity to bond with your children or your grandchildren in your 40s or 50s, skateboarding is one of those things you can do. Again, there's plenty of videos on YouTube of people doing that, enjoying being able to do something with their children and themselves having a lot of fun doing it even on their own. I'm someone who has always pushed skateboarding. I've always said to people around me who have wanted to start skateboarding and ask me about it, I'll always say just try it because it's such a fun and fulfilling thing to do. It's been a massive positive on my life and the people around me. And again, just when you see these comments from people, just to repeat, on that kind of level of influence and fame, I just think it's absolutely bizarre to do that. You know, maybe he's been used to the past 30 years of his life of being so famous and having so much money that he's forgot how fun skateboarding can be outside of being a professional. Again, I didn't want this to be a rant video. I don't like making rant videos, but it's just something that really bothered me and I just wanted to kind of get it off my chest. And I'm sure there's a lot of people who are watching this that will agree with me. Maybe you don't agree with me, but I'm sure most of the people watching this will agree with me and be able to relate to how fun skateboarding is outside of making it a career. Because sometimes making a career out of something, it does kill the enjoyment anyway, which again, maybe that's something that Bam has experienced and he has some sort of weird relationship with skateboarding now. But yeah, I feel stressed now. But I feel better for speaking about it. Hopefully it wasn't too much of a rant. And again, if you're someone who wants to start skateboarding, you are never too old. You go to a skate park, there is people of all ages. It's great to see parents skateboarding alongside their kids. It's such a cool thing to see. When I was in my early teens, if I had one of my parents skating with me, I would have liked it. I think it would have been a cool thing to have. Just that kind of bonding experience is great. So yeah, if you're out there and you have the thought of starting skateboarding, please don't let something like this or a comment so stupid just put you off. Give it a go. You'll enjoy it, I'm sure. That's the end of today's video. See you in the next one.